Hello,
Hi.
how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good.
I'm sorry, I did that yesterday.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. It gave me a break too. It
It
went
gave you a break?
perfectly.
Okay, good.
All
Oh
right.
my god. Okay.
Oh my God.
So tired. I
Valentine's
just
Day.
it was nice. I had 2 days of Valentine.
You
three
had
days
2 days of
actually.
Valentine's?
Three.
What?
3 days.
3 days of Valentine's?
Kinda because on what you call it on Friday, my boyfriend called me at work. He's like, "Can I come by and pick up something because it's a retirement community, and I'm a supervisor at the restaurant
Yeah.
level. So can I come pick up something?" And I'm just like, "Okay, that's weird, but okay, yeah, for sure, you can come pick up something." Then I make him like a sandwich or whatever, purchase it for him, and I'm taking it. He's like, "I'm outside." So I go to give it to him, and there's like balloons, flowers, and like
Oh,
chocolate and cookies. And I'm just like, "Oh my God, so cute."
that is
And then we
actually
spent
really cute.
Sunday together, and I'm like, "Huh."
That's so cute.
I'm like, I thought he forgot how to be romantic.
What did you get him?
I got him like a box that had he's Lakers fan, so like Lakers mask, Lakers keychain, Lakers slash LeBron's shirt, some chocolates, candies, this kind of stuff. But it was like I put it in a box, and I got an iPad.
An iPad?
Well, it's for both of us. I left it there at his place. So I'm like, okay, this iPad is both of us because sometimes I forget my laptop and I need something to work on. So this is gonna be for both of us.
You bougie.
I'm so bougie.
So bougie.
When I came back from Scotland, I had gotten him for like an Apple Watch
Oh, hello.
and two sweaters. So it was okay. And then for his birthday, I went all out surprise party. Dude, I'm so like over the top.
Wow.
Like surprise party. Um, that I got like a lot of gifts, like small, big, whatever, and the biggest one was GoPro because he was a big fan of like skating at that time. And then Christmas I got an Oculus. I'm crazy. I need to
You
start
are
saving
rich.
money. No, I'm not rich.
Wow.
I need to start saving money. I'm
Girl,
stupid.
girl,
What?
that's bougie.
I know it is. He goes like, I'm spoiled.
No.
There's the balloons. Can you see them?
Oh, yes, I can see them.
I'm like, what is for a moment I was like, what is that?
That is so cute. Oh, it's so cute.
Did you do anything? Did that guy text you?
And
Why nothing.
it was so Valentine's Day. So okay, so he flew back from Hawaii, right? So he
Oh, he was in Hawaii?
so he was in Hawaii. He was taking like a vacation. So he was in Hawaii until Saturday.
With who?
With like some co-residents. He sent me a picture of a baby, and he was like a guy holding a baby, right? And he goes,
Mhm.
travel partner. I was like, I never asked, but okay. So he went with
Okay.
the resident's family, and I guess it was like a husband, wife, and a baby, and then him. So
Oh, that's okay.
yeah. So then he was in Hawaii up until Saturday, and then obviously Sunday, like I kind of gave him a break because I knew like he was like back from a trip, and you need time, and plus like it's not like we're a thing yet.
Mm-hmm.
We're not a thing at all. So I was like, yeah, he's probably going to be tired, and it's Valentine's Day. It would be weird for me to text him first.
Mhm.
Amazing. I know, right?
And then,
He texted one of the questions. Um, he was like, we're playing the 21 questions. So he texted a question, so I answered, and then I texted him another question, and I was like,
on Sunday?
yeah, on Sunday. And I was
Okay.
out of like negative feelings. Um, like what affects you the most? And he goes, anger. And I was like, oh, for me, it's jealousy. And
Oh.
he's like, so I told him like why I was jealous. Like for instance, like in clinic, I get jealous because like there are people who have so much experience and I don't. It's like, yeah, I sometimes get jealous because that's not something that I can overcome overnight. Like I don't have experience and I can't just buy
I
experience.
have both.
So then he's like, is work the only thing you get jealous about? And I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't. And I told him like, well, the thing is like, I wanted to tell him like my ex-boyfriend, like he was subtly and unconsciously, he would like compare me to his ex. I know. It was not the healthiest relationship, but
I would punch him. I'll be like,
I know.
I
But
hate
he
you.
would do it without knowing. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. I
Which,
do it. I do it in here. I don't do
yeah,
it in here.
yeah. I think he used to do it in here, and then sometimes I was able to catch it because I could see it in his behavior, or he would say something like,
But it would be a bad thing or a better thing. Like, oh, you're better. Or it would be like, oh, she used to do it this way. It was better.
he used to say things like, "Oh my gosh, like she used to do this too," type of thing. Like,
How?
I'm like, so am I reminding you of her?
That would make me mad. I would be like,
Yeah, it used to drive me crazy, but obviously I can't tell him this, right? So I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't know. I told him, no, like work is not the only thing that I get jealous about, but I don't think I act upon it. And I don't, and yeah, I said I don't know if I act upon. I definitely don't act upon it. And then he goes, oh, so are you the jealous type? And I was like, I don't think so. I don't know. And then
I'm the jealous type.
you are the jealous type.
Not work and stuff. I don't care. I'll be like, I can do whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I it makes me like when somebody gets a better grade than me and stuff, I don't get jealous. It makes me like,
Competitive.
why am I less? Like,
Yeah.
what do I not have that they have that they got better, you know?
Yeah.
But when somebody I love the most, like my boyfriend, my dad, my mom, and my grandpa, these four people, if they love somebody else more than me, I'm like, how do you love more than me? Like, I love you the most. So you're supposed to love me the most. That's what
Yeah.
makes me more jealous.
Yeah, in that sense, yeah. But I don't think I'm the jealous type. I think I'm more like, I don't know. I think obviously like for that particular situation,
And it will change. Even if you're a jealous type, like for me, I'm doubting too. I doubt the person who I'm with a relationship.
yeah,
Dude, for the first year and for the first year, I was so never trusted this guy. I was always like sneaking behind him, looking at his phone, like all this stuff.
yeah,
But it comes after you have a trust. It will all get away.
I'll
You'll
go
be
away.
like,
Yeah.
okay,
Well,
yeah,
I'm not
it's
like
all
that. Like
trust.
I don't go. You know what I mean? Like I don't go and like their cell phone, look at their email. Like I don't care about that. I honestly don't give a fuck about it. um,
This over here done all of that.
yeah, but I just get jealous when like they compare me to their ex. I'm like,
Oh no, no, that comparing me to my brother makes me mad.
but yeah, in that sense, and but I obviously I can't say that to him. But
Of course, yeah, it's too early.
yeah, but anyway, so we were talking, and then he kept saying things, and then we were talking, and then um, he was like, I don't know what he said, but he said something to me, and I said, well, now I really have to go and study. Okay, I gotta go.
Oh,
And he's like, oh, like I'm really sad you're leaving me here all alone. Oh no, no. He was like, he said something about like, um, why you gotta bring it back to reality, right? And I said, well, I have to study, like, and this is my view right now. Basically, it's a picture of like my computer screen with, my question bank stuff.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
This is my, basically, this is like my view right now. Like, I don't, like, I really have to study now. And he was like, oh, I am so lonely and so cold in this little apartment.
Dude, this reminds me of us. I swear I would be like, I'm sorry, I have to go back to study. And he'd be like, really? You're gonna leave me alone? Da, 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 da. But I don't want, at the same time, I don't want to do this. Same exact thing.
Right? It was just so weird. I was like,
What did you reply with?
so,
Oh, I'm sorry.
so
That's me. Oh,
like,
I'm
you're such,
sorry.
yeah, he was like, you're such a studious girl. And I was like, no, I'm not being studious. Like, I tutored all day yesterday, like all day today, so I have to now study. Like, I'm screwed, right? And he,
Huh?
oh, like I actually have today and tomorrow off. Like I have tomorrow and Tuesday off.
Him?
Lucky. And I said, why don't you just enjoy now? I was like, you've been here before, so just enjoy your now, right? And he goes, enjoy what? Sitting alone in my cold little apartment.
So where was he? Was he
He's in
where you were?
Alaska.
So what does he want you to do?
Exactly. So I said,
Fly there?
exactly. So I was like, oh no, you're getting sad. And I was like,
Or
you
maybe
just go watch
or
your movies.
maybe he was trying to make sure you know he's not with somebody, he's by himself. So he's not having a Valentine, he's by
Yeah.
himself. He's making sure that you know.
I think so too. Now that I think
Don't worry.
about it. And I was like, you need a puppy. And he's like, much sad. And I'm like, okay.
He doesn't like puppies, he doesn't like dogs.
No, he does like puppies. So,
Oh.
so this is on Valentine's Day. He goes, well,
Mhm.
get up early and go buy Valentine candy for 50% off. So this is the first time he even mentioned the word Valentine's in our conversation. Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't want to say anything about Valentine's because, like, what are we gonna do? So I said, okay, well, I guess I can now go and say goodbye because, like, you now have something to look forward to. And I said, I was kind of feeling bad leaving you because you were sad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feeling bad for making me sad. And I was like, whoa, I did not make you sad,
I hate when they're smart. You know,
right?
smart. I'm like,
I was like, whoa, I don't think I made you sad. I just felt bad for what you said about cold apartment and being alone. And I said, since you have something to look forward to, I'm gonna go. Good night. And he's like, no, it's not that great to look forward to. Candy is only temporary.
he's trying to keep you to talk.
Right?
And
So I'm
you're
like,
trying to run
what?
away.
I said, maybe you're really sad for being back in Alaska. And he's like, it's cold, it's lonely, need another body to share the warmth.
Damn.
And I just sat there and I was like, what am
Damn.
I supposed to say now?
Was he drunk?
I know, right? I was like, what am I supposed to say now? So
That
I was like
had
thinking of
when that
something to
happened
say.
to with me, I was like, "Are you drunk?"
I should
I
say that next
swear,
time.
I've done
I
it. I
should
was
really
like, "Are
say
you
that
drunk?"
next time. And I was like, I was waiting, right? I was trying to figure out what to say. And then he replied, he goes, on that, he said, maybe I should get a puppy then. I think
Okay.
he felt bad. So I said,
He
I thought
knew
you're,
that you were like,
yeah, right? He
"Oh
probably
my
sensed
goodness,
it. And
what
I
should I
was
do?"
like, I thought you said you didn't have a schedule, like your schedule didn't allow for a puppy. And he goes, realistically, I don't have a schedule for a puppy. And he gave me like a sad face. I said, I don't think you have a schedule for a girlfriend either.
Ooh,
I said that
ooh,
to him.
burn.
So he goes, wow, you totally called me out. And I said, you know what? You only have 15 more months of residency. Just like stay strong. You'll be fine, right? And he goes, what
Mhm.
makes you think that I don't have a schedule for a girlfriend either? I was like, because you
What?
and can't even take care of a puppy. So honestly,
Oh,
do you? And he's like, so would my girlfriend not be able to feed herself or go to the potty and would just lay around on the couch all day? And I was like, you know what I mean. And he goes, do I have a girlfriend? No, I don't. I was like, do you honestly think you have time for a girlfriend? And he goes, do I have time for one? I would make time.
Oh, that's
So I was
nice.
like, oh, okay, fine. I guess I misjudged you,
That's a nice one. I like it.
right? And then he goes, I guess same question goes to you.
Oh, damn, girl, it's a movie.
Really
How long
fast.
have you guys been talking for a month now or less?
For about 2 months now.
Oh yeah, it's time.
So then I was like, time for a boyfriend? And he didn't respond. So I said, honestly, I don't know. I think it would depend on the boy being understanding that I may need time away to study right now, at least until I'm done with boards and CDCA. And he goes, fair enough.
Okay.
And then yesterday we didn't really talk. One of his guy friends approached me yesterday, and the guy friend was like, "Oh yeah, Vicky, like I'll tell you everything about how I got matched. So like, like you and I can like find a time to chat and whatever." And I was like, "Okay, number one, I never really talked to you. Number two, I don't really know you. Number three, thank you so much for wanting to help me out.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, for sure. Like, what day are you available?" He's like, any day you're available. I'm like, okay, well, I have an exam on Thursday, so Friday. He's like, yeah, sure. So I'm meeting up with him on Friday. He's like, yeah, let's go to pizza or lunch or something, and then I can tell you everything about how I got matched. And I was like, okay, that's kind of
Weird.
you're extending your, like your your knowledge to me. Like, thank you very much, but I don't really know you.
Dude, when one guy comes, a lot
Yeah.
of guys come with it just to make you confused. Just to
Right?
make you confused.
I told him
Like,
this
which one
yesterday.
is.
I know,
I
right? I
swear, it's
told
always like that, and I hate it. I
Yeah.
hate it.
When
Well,
it
now I'm
snows,
good.
it
I used to hate
snows.
it.
Yeah, when it snows, it pours, seriously. So I told Lee yesterday, I was like, guess who approached me? And he's like, who? Danny? I was like, how did you know?
What, did he talk to him? Maybe he talked to him.
They talk to each other. I know they do because both of them talk to me about each other.
And then?
I was like, how did you know Danny came and talked to me? He's like, I don't know, just a guess. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay. Well, he approached me and he told me that he was going to tell me everything that he knows and how he got matched. And
Mm-hmm.
he approached you.
And then?
I was like, yeah, he approached me. I didn't think he liked me up until like yesterday for him to like even approach me and say this to me.
Okay.
Oh. And then the conversation
Sorry.
went flat.
You should have not, if they're friends, you should have not said that.
Yeah, but today I was in clinic and I was tossed around and the OS faculty came around and he's like, he was looking for volunteers, right? And I wanted to do OS because I haven't done one in like forever. So I volunteered and I was like, yeah, I want to do OS, right? So the OS faculty like was like, okay, come with me. And so I went with him and I got paired with Danny.
Then?
Danny and I, we were like talking and talking, and then like I was, assisting him and whatever. And Danny gave me fruit snacks.
So,
Posted, huh?
so,
So I posted the fruit snacks on Instagram on my story.
okay, okay.
And literally within like an hour, which is very weird because Lee never looks at his Instagram ever until like after work. He texted, he's like, why are you eating candy in the OR? I'm like, okay.
And then?
So I was like, oh, I'm just eating because Danny gave them to me. He's like, you shouldn't be eating in the OR. You should be eating them outside. I was like, well, I didn't even have the chance to eat because the patients kept coming in. And then nothing, right? And then just like literally like an hour ago, he texted a video of him, right? Snow.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like cold and alone.
Oh, no.
And then on the last video, he's
You
like,
never
never mind.
know.
I found a friend, and he like zoomed in into Little Rabbit.
Okay, so
I don't know what to do anymore.
you never know. Maybe you will not be interested in Lee as in the other guy. You never know.
No, I know for a fact that I'm not interested in Danny. Like Danny is one boy that I would never. Hells no.
Okay, so I tell you when my boyfriend first approached me, I was talking to another guy from school who
Yeah,
was getting his degree, who was getting
yeah,
his PhD. He worked for NASA.
yeah.
Oh my God, he was so cute, everything. And I like that guy way more than my boyfriend right now. I
Yeah.
was like, no, I'm not. Like, look,
No, yeah, yeah. You
for a
told me
fact,
about
I
this.
know I'm not interested in him.
Yeah.
Everything changed. Everything changed. As soon as
No,
this
I
guy
know for a fact
went,
that I'm not interested in Danny because I've seen Danny for the past 2 years, and he's one boy that I'm not interested in at all. But honestly, like I don't even know where this came from. I don't. Okay, honest. Number one, I don't know if he even likes me like that.
yeah,
Number,
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
like I don't know why he even approached me, even as friends. So I straight up asked Danny today. I was like, "So I actually thought you didn't like me," and he's like, "Why would I not like you? I've
Oh,
for the past 3 years." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I don't know.
maybe Lee told Danny to like, hey, can you help her?
I think he did, to be
Maybe you
honest.
never know.
I think he really did.
Which is so sweet too.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, Mariam, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, we have 5 questions left to ask each other now. We don't have any more questions. We only have 5 more.
Okay.
I don't even know what to ask him anymore.
Do
Like,
you like me?
where I stand. I'm not looking. I guess I'm saying like, okay, yeah, I would be open to a boyfriend if and only if you understand that I don't have all the time in the world like regular girlfriends do.
Well, if he's in the same situation, they should know.
Yeah, I mean he knows. He knows about that. But now I think the ball is in his court, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna have to figure it out. I don't even know. Because honestly, this long distance is not gonna go. I don't know.
It depends. What if you go get a residency there or he comes there?
Yeah.
Why did he get matched in Alaska?
Why?
Why? Yeah. Like, do
He
you have to
actually
apply?
applied there because his
Oh,
best friends were there.
well, that's his fault.
I know. Well, I didn't even know about this until after he got back.
Okay, whatever. I'm like, okay, you chose Alaska, go for Alaska. Don't. If he says, oh, like lonely, next time, just be like, why did you choose Alaska? You should have chosen something here that would have been warm and maybe close that I would have liked, or you would have liked here, and we would have some fun. Something like,
Oh my god, Mariam, that is way too direct. That's way too
kind of
hard.
flirty. It should be some kind of flirty, kind of low. And then you'd be like, whoa. And then you would back off. Like move and then back. And then
Oh
move
my
and then
god.
back. Don't always
I
be
don't
here.
know.
You have to move a little bit.
I think he got a little okay. There has been few times where he got really, really quiet. The first time that he got really, really quiet was when I told him that I dated a Korean.
Mm-hmm.
That day and a half, like he was super quiet.
I remember you told me that. Yeah.
And then yesterday, when I told him that his friend approached me, he was so quiet to the point where I had like sent him a little emoji and I was like, knock knock. Are you okay?
I think it's maybe he's a jealous type. Who knows?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he's the jealous type or if he's just
Thinking.
yeah. I think because there's nothing we can do about this distance, you know?
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Unless
Anyways,
you get
okay.
matched there.
I know. So we have invertebrates and chordates. So the first type is going to be sponges, and I'm going to write them out in order of evolution. Sponges are the most primitive, and we also know them as porifera.
Do I have to like? I keep asking this question. Memorize these? Like, what are they
Yeah.
gonna ask? Which one is invertebrate and like chordates?
No, they're going to ask you which one of these undergo protostome development versus deuterostome development, that type of stuff. And we'll go over those in just a minute.
Okay. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know, right? So you have to be able to identify the names. That's the problem.
Okay.
Okay. And then number 3, it's ocelomates.
What is number 2? How do you say it?
Cnidarians.
Oh, the C doesn't.
Yeah, the C is silent. And then we have pseudocoelomates. Coelomates. And under the coelomates, we have mollusks, annelids, arthropods, echinoderms. Okay. Now understand that all of these up to here, they undergo protostome development.
Which means what?
So these are going to be very, very primitive development, which means that the mouth forms first.
Mouth?
Mouth forms first. Okay, just 1 second. Now in the chordates, you need to have 3 conditions. You have to meet these 3 conditions. The first one is post-anal tail. Number 2, they have pharyngeal slits. And number 3, they have notochords. So notochord is not a full-blown spinal cord. This is, notochords are like immature spinal cords. And their development is going to be farbum. We have 3 different types of fish. This is fish. This is amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. We have 3 different types of fish. The first type is boneless, jawless. The second type is cartilaginous, so like sharks. The third type is the bony one. So we're talking about like salmon, tuna, that type of stuff, okay? All right. Now, echinoderms, all the way to mammals, we say that they undergo deuterostome development. This is saying that anus forms first.
So even if echinoderms are invertebrates, they still go what? Deuterostome.
And because of this is always a question on the exam.
That's what I'm thinking. I was like, this is gonna be a question.
It's an exception.
They're gonna ask that.
Exactly. It's an exception to the rules. Now,
okay, let me just write all of this.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're totally fine.
Here and this. Okay. Okay.
All right. So amphibians, from amphibians, we start developing lungs. From reptiles, we start to develop amniotic eggs. Okay, and then starting mammals, we have a placenta.
And starting mammals. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So now let's dive into each one of these. So let's talk about sponges. So sponges are also known as, ooh, wrong color, peripheral. So at first, scientists thought that these were like fungi because they were sessile. They don't move. It is the only animal that does not move.
Mhm.
Okay. And it is asymmetrical. Okay. Asymmetrical. And this is the sponge. And the sponge, they have these cells. These cells, they kind of look like this. These are called collar cells. Okay, they act like kidney and the stomach. So basically, what happens is they absorb water from the outside. Okay, and excess water will be squirted out. But the cells are going to be absorbing all the nutrients. Does that make sense?
They absorb
Nutrients.
water first,
Yep.
and they also exert it.
Excess. So you know how they're in the water?
Mhm.
They're under the sea, so they're absorbing water. When they absorb
Mhm.
water, they're filtering out all the minerals and nutrients that they need, and whatever is left over, they're going to squirt it out.
And water. And then you said something else after that.
So they're acting like, oh, they squirt them out. Okay. Also, um, they have no mesoderm. They have no mesoderm,
Mhm.
which means that, remember what mesoderm gave rise to?
Mm-mm. I didn't study last
Oh
time.
my gosh.
No.
Muscle. Anything with movement.
Hmm.
Like muscle, um, what is it?
They don't have muscles and ligaments and all.
Muscle, skeleton, all that stuff. Okay.
Mhm.
Right. So, but they don't move. Okay.
Mhm.
So, okay. Now, number two, we have Nigerians. So, Nigerians, they're like jellyfish and sea anemones. Okay. They look like this, and they look like that. So, this is like the Medusa shape. This is polyp. Okay, that's how they develop. Now, for the first time, they have these stinging tentacles. So they have no nerves yet, but they have stinging tentacles.
They
Okay.
sting. Sting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And they also have radial symmetry. You know, like,
Mhm.
okay, radial symmetry. And instead of nerves, They have stinging tentacles. Okay. Also, they have no mesoderm. Okay, they have no mesoderm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now we have acoelomates. Acoelomates are basically going to look like this. Like if you were to take a cross section, all the germ layers are going to be literally on top of each other. So we have ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm, all on top of each other. So there's no distinct cavity. It's kind of like, you know how like when you break, when you like rip, or like when you cut a sponge,
Mm-hmm.
you can't tell the difference between its internal organs and its external organs, right?
Mm-mm.
So up until acoelomates, you're like that too. Okay.
Okay.
Examples of acoelomates are going to be platyhelminthes and flatworms. Like that. Okay. And the other thing about flatworms is that they have a nerve net. Okay, and the way I memorize them, it's kind of like flat, flat. They're so flat that there's no like hole in between it.
Okay.
Because this would be a hole and that's not flat. It's like flat. Okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, number 4. Oh, I also found out how old he is.
Oh, how old is he?
He's only 32.
What does that mean?
Is almost 5 years younger than me.
Does he know?
I don't think he does. I found out from his friend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ask. Oh, don't ask him. He's gonna ask you then.
Yeah, I can mention it. Because I was talking to his friend, right? And I was like, yeah, so I was talking to Dr. Mai about like blah, 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 residency programs. And he's like, don't call him that. Just call him Lee. I was like, if he only knew.
Oh, and then?
And he's like, well, I mean, I obviously didn't say anything to him. I don't, you know, like, I know Danny, but I don't know Danny. Like, I'm not close to Danny. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I couldn't say anything to him. And but then yeah, but Danny was like, don't call him that. Just like call him Lee.
Mm-hmm.
He's so much younger than us. Like, cause Danny and I are about the same. We're the same age.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, but he's still a doctor. Like, I can't call him Lee. Like, he's a doctor. He was like my faculty for a little bit. And he just
Mm-hmm.
laughing. He's like, oh my god, Vicky.
And then?
But yeah. So he was like, yeah, like he's so young. He's like 32, 31, 32. I was like, oh shit. I don't think he knows.
Well, you have to wait. Don't act like you know.
I know. But he did, I did tell him, I told Lee in the very beginning, I said, look, the reason why I want to do residency is because I'm hella old. Like, I can't remember every millimeter here and every millimeter there and every procedure. Like, I just cannot. I'm old. And he's like, how old are you? I was like, I am in my like mid 30s. And he's like, no, you're not. I was like, yeah, I am. Like, I'm old. And he's like,
Well, he knows me.
yeah. I was like, you know what? Age is just a number. That's
Mm-hmm.
and we would just make jokes about like, oh, like I want to be a trophy wife, but I'm too old to be a trophy wife. And he's like, Vicky, age is just a number. Like,
What is a trophy wife?
huh?
What is a trophy wife?
Trophy wife is just like one of those like blonde ladies marry like super super rich men, and
Oh.
like rich men kind of carry them around like their trophy.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm,
That's a trophy wife. Actually, that's my nickname at school.
Why?
Because one of the doctors looked at me and he's like, are you in a relationship? I was like, no. He's like, why are you not in a relationship? I was like, I don't know.
And then?
And he's like, okay, I'm going to find you a boy. And I was like, okay, thanks. And he's like, yeah, I have to find you a boy who can buy you a Ferrari and wipe out your loans as an engagement gift. And I was like, oh my God, can you please? And he was just making fun of it. And he's like, yeah, you should, your dream should be a trophy wife and
Oh my God.
be a hobby.
Oh my God.
And I was like, that really is my
You
dream.
guys have nice doctors, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe I should go there.
They're so cute. They're so cute. They're like
Are they old?
grandpas. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Cutest
That's
grandpas.
nice. I'm so good with that age. I'm really good
I
because I
love
work with
these
them right now.
grandpas. Yeah. No,
I
there are
work with
some that
them.
are kind of like very like stubborn and stuff, but I
Mm-hmm.
lucked out.
That's nice.
Yeah, they are the cutest grandpas. I told one of them, I was like, Dr. Quayle, do you remember Dr. Mai? He's like, yes, I do.
And then?
Like, I have to tell you a secret. He's like, what is it?
Oh.
I think Dr. Maya and I are talking.
And then?
Oh.
That's so cute. You have a really good friendship with them.
I do. I like have a super, super close friendship with only few of them. Not everyone.
Uh-huh.
Only few. And he was like, does that mean that you will be going to Alaska pretty soon? I was like, no.
Damn. Is it a small school?
It is a pretty small school. Yeah. It
Cute.
was funny. He was like, Vicky, I am happy for you. And I was like, me too, but I don't know. But if it flops, I won't let you know. He's like, won't flop. I said, I think because I wanted to know what kind of person he was because, like they've taught him too.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I think this is a very, very good match. Like, Vicky, I approve. I was like, thanks.
Dude, look at that.
I know.
I
And I was
think
like,
we're gonna
Dr.
end up with
Quayle,
Daniel.
I know, right? And I was like, Dr. Quayle, I think honestly, like, I think Lee just has seasonal depression. Maybe that's why he's talking to me because he's lonely up there. But I don't know. We'll see. But if anything happens, I'll let you know. But if it flops, I won't let you know. He's like, no, I don't think so, Vicky.
It just reminds me of my stage 2 years ago.
I know, right? But isn't it so cute? Like these grandpas, like that. There's only one grandpa that knows, Dr. Quayle. He's the only.
Oh,
I said,
grandpa.
I don't know
Do
why I
you call
told you
him
this.
grandpa? I know the answer.
I know. I was like, Dr. Quayle, I don't know why I'm even telling you this, but I just wanted to like include you in my life. And he's like, Vicky, thank you so much.
That's nice of him.
Appreciate it, is what he said.
I can't see my grandpas now.
So cute. He's like the cutest grandpa ever. Cutest grandpa.
What is that? What are you drawing?
Okay, so pseudocoelomate. This is what pseudocoelomate looks like. It looks like it has a body cavity, but it really doesn't. Okay, now we went from flatworms to now roundworms. Oh, look, it's round. Has a cavity. It has a hole.
Okay.
You see? Okay, now these are
But you said they don't.
parasitic. It's parasitic. They are like in the Amazon and stuff like that, and people who like walk around the rainforest with open toe shoes. I don't know why anyone would do such a thing, but if they do, sometimes they manifest themselves. They go through the toenails, and they
Oh, yeah.
manifest
I heard
themselves
about
here around the ankle,
Then what happens?
and this is called the elephant syndrome. So this is an actual disease. It's a parasitic disease where all of the parasites are going to kind of collect themselves around the ankle area, and then they just start manifesting there.
Then what happens?
You have to surgically remove all of them, otherwise the parasite will kill you.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
Yeah, it's not a fun thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. So now let's talk about coelomates. Coelomates, we finally have a body cavity.
But it wasn't that a cavity or what was it?
That was a fake one. So a real body cavity like the ones that we have, for instance, we are actually able to detach an organ and transplant it to a different organism. Okay? That's what a real body cavity does. Because we are able to differentiate between internal organs and external organs.
Okay.
Okay. So now they have a real body cavity. Now the first one is going to be called mollusks. Mollusk, another name, mollusk means muscled feet. Okay. So for the first time, we have internal organs that are suspended. Okay. And this is created by a mantle. A mantle is going to always create a hard shell. So examples of these mollusks are going to be like clams, oyster, mussel, squid, octopus. All of these are going to be mollusks. Snails. Okay. Now, if you look at a squid, you've seen a squid before, right? Calamari.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you see how like it's empty inside?
Mm-hmm.
The internal organs, it becomes empty and hollow. That's what a cavity means. Okay. And inside it, there's like this plasticky looking thing, and this is the mantle. Okay.
So that's like it has a hard shell in it?
Yeah, it has a very hard shell inside it.
What is this?
What is what?
No, no, I was talking to myself.
Oh, oh, I was like, what is what? Yeah, it's been 2 months.
Hmm.
But Mariam, what am I supposed to do? It's not like I can even delve myself into a relationship with this guy.
Well, even if it's a relationship, it's the same thing that you're doing right now. It's the same. It's gonna take the same time from you, honestly. It's just maybe gonna be more regular, more routiny.
Like, I can't visit him. He can't visit me. We're so far away from each other. Like,
You can visit each other in vacations.
I don't have any vacation. Neither does he.
What do you mean not having? You don't
We
have a
don't have
summer
vacation. I don't
vacation?
have vacations anymore.
Not even summer?
Yeah, even in the summer, we get like 4th of July off. I have to go home. I'm not going to Alaska. We only get like Literally the 4th off. That's it. 1 day off.
Weekend?
Like, I mean, I can leave here Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and then come back Monday. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what
flying all the way to freaking Alaska just for like 3 days.
How far is it?
5 hours.
To fly?
Yeah.
It's okay. If you want to do it, you can do it. There's something. If you want to do something, you can do it. If you don't want to spend the time like, do I have to do it? I don't want to do it. Then no, don't even think about it.
Yeah, I don't want to fly to Alaska. Like, if he flies out here, then I would be more than happy to go out with him and meet up with him and things like
Well,
that.
the first couple times, yeah, he has to fly. But when things start going on, you have to,
Fly too.
yeah, like you have to put some effort.
I know. I don't know if I want to.
Like, this is what you need to think about. So if not, just start ignoring the messages.
Um,
Imagine if you start just ignoring the messages. That's so bad.
I know, right?
Don't even think about it.
I didn't even think this was going to come to this point. So bad. I don't know. I think we need to have like a real talk because I'm,
Well, you don't know. What if, as you said, he's just having a depression? Whatever. You said seasonal depression?
yeah,
Whatever. Um, what if? So why do you have to put yourself in that position? Like, oh, I don't think this is gonna work. He'd be like, what are you talking about? And you'd be like, the relationship. And he'd be like, but we're just friends. I hate when that happens. So
oh
don't do
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm definitely not going to say anything. I'm brings it off. And that's why I'm being very coy about it. Like I'm not being forward about it at all.
Yeah,
And I
if
just
he
said it with the
says
girlfriend part
anything,
because yeah.
bring that up. Like, hey, how is it gonna work? Are you gonna fly here? I don't know if I'm putting the efforts to fly there. Maybe here and there, maybe once, twice a year, but I don't know if I'm gonna be flying there every single weekend, every month, every da da da.
Yeah, I don't know either. And then in less than in less than a year and a half, like in about 12, 14 months, he'll be done with his residency. I'll be in residency. It's just I don't even know. Honestly.
You're getting stressed.
Huh?
Don't think about it right now. You're getting stressed because of it. Don't think
I
about it right
know.
now.
It's like no, I just feel like if I have to end it, I have to end it now.
Oh, well, I'm stressed about something else.
What are you stressed about?
So yesterday I was talking to my friend and her husband, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Do you really want to be a dentist?" And I'm just like, I like the lifestyle. And they go like, but do you really want to work in like the teeth and stuff like that? And I'm like, but I wanted to continue and do like surgery. And then he goes like, do you really want to study like another 10 years? And I'm like, nope. I even hate studying for the exam, but I want to like I don't want to just settle down for the least or whatever. And I was like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always wanted to be a doctor.
Yeah.
And then he goes like, but Miriam, you need to remember that everybody's becoming a dentist or a nurse or whatever. He's like, the market is getting full with dentists and stuff.
It
So at one
is.
point, they're not going to have jobs and stuff. And I'm just like, I didn't think about that, which made me
Yeah,
like
that's what
kind
they
of
tell us too.
scared.
Wait, so are you having second thoughts?
I'm just thinking about it, but I'm like, I can't just stop right now and be like, you know what? I'm not doing dentistry. You know what? I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna become a faculty then. And he goes like, but you need to have a PhD in dentistry to
You
become
don't
a
need a
faculty.
PhD.
What do I need to become a faculty?
You need obviously you need a DMD or a DDS.
Uh-huh.
If that's the case, then you can only become a clinic faculty, but you can't. You know what I mean? You can become a clinic faculty.
So like the people that teach you at the clinic?
Yeah,
I don't know. I
kind
don't
of like
know.
in Grey's Anatomy. You know Grey's Anatomy, right?
I watched it all of it.
So when you watch Grey's Anatomy, you know how like there's like the attending and then there's like the resident.
Mm-hmm.
So you would be like the attending.
I don't know if I should be scared. This is what I'm saying.
Why are you scared? Here's
Because
the
I'm
thing.
like,
There's always going to be a job.
I know, but I don't want a job that it's like so maybe I won't open my office. Maybe I'll work in somebody else's office and just get paid there. Or maybe I
You
will
can do
just work
anything you want. Here's
or
the
maybe
thing.
because
Dentistry
the
is not going
first
to make you rich. It will make you comfortable, but it won't make you rich.
yeah, I'm not looking for richness because of that, but I'm thinking maybe I can do like I can work in a hospital instead of working even if I'm just the dentist or maybe if I do the residency and stuff, I can
For
work in a
sure.
hospital instead in the office or something.
You can definitely do hospital. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, like I hate being in like I love being in office and hours and stuff, but I hate being the responsible one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know, and that kind of made me like I'm scared. And then I was like, I hate teaching, but
Mm-hmm.
I love their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't even know what I want to do. And then I was like, my manager keeps telling me, dude, you would have been so good if you were just did financing and stuff. You're good with numbers and stuff, and you've been doing it. You're so good at it. Da 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 da. And I'm like, I feel like it's too late for me to change right now.
I don't think so.
It's not late, but I mean, in here it's late, like when you
No,
have your
here's the other
thought
thing.
process.
The other thing is, like, for instance, my school, and I'm sure a lot of different schools too, like, I know Tufts has it too. You can actually get a dual degree. You can get your MBA and your DMD.
Oh, like get a PhD,
No, no, no. You can get an MBA
which is what?
and DMD. This is finance, Masters in Business Associates.
Okay. Because I also was like, if I hate being a dentist and even if I can't find a job or I'm like, I can't do this, I'm like, can I go do like a course or something and be like, okay, I'm gonna go teach in a university or
No,
something.
so
I don't
here's the
know.
thing. A lot of people with MBA and DMD, what they do, they become consultants for other dental offices. Because a lot of dentists have a really, really hard time, like, having a business plus practicing dentistry. So a lot of these MBA people, finance people, they will help these private practices how to, how to keep their margins.
I don't know. I'm just so
So you make
tired.
shit ton of money doing that too. And then there's also like a lot of DSOs, which is corporate offices, and a lot of these corporate offices, they need people to help them market, help them, recruit patients, help them create a system, all this stuff.
Mm, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just so like especially now when I have everybody's high standards over here for me,
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, she's gonna become a doctor, she's gonna become a doctor. I already lowered that standards for them because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna become a dentist, not a doctor. And then now they're like, if I go say no, I don't want to become even that, they're gonna be like, what?
No, don't do it for them. Do it for yourself.
I know I'm doing it for myself. I still want to become a dentist because I think I still need to go to see how they really work to be
Yeah.
like, oh, yes, I like this.
Yeah.
Hmm, I don't know. But I would really love to work in a hospital, not in an office.
That was my thought process because I'm sick and tired of doing my own PR, my own everything. Like yeah, I don't want to do it. But
But is it easy? Because I'm like, when I go to a hospital over here, I don't know if they have a dentist or do they have only one dentist? Like, I don't
no,
know.
there's a lot of dentists these days. And in about 10 years, dentistry is going to become part of medicine.
Yeah, but that I'll be
So
40 by then. Or what, 35? I don't know.
you'll be fine.
You think so?
Fine. I think so.
Should I keep pursuing it?
You're already deep in the woods for it.
That's what I'm saying. It's not too late to deviate and go to masters and PhD 100%. But I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm gonna get my master and PhD in. You know, like I'm so lost.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep going. I can't. And if I can do oral surgery, that would be great.
Yeah. I yeah, just go for it.
And if I change
My
my
friends
mind,
have told me. My friends were like, you know, at the end of the day, if you don't get match, you're at least a dentist.
I know. But if you don't get a match and you're a dentist, then you go and work like in another office? Or
Yeah,
you
I can open up my own office or I can go work for someone else. I can do anything. Or I can go
hmm.
work at a hospital. I can do anything.
Because matching is only for a residency.
Yeah.
And if you want to go to oral surgery, you have to do residency before you go to
Yeah.
oral surgery. Okay.
It's 4 years or 6 years, depending on what you want to do.
Hmm.
You're gonna be fine. Don't listen to
I don't
people.
know.
A lot of times people
It's
don't
easy.
know. A lot
Hmm.
of times people don't know that dentistry is also a doctor. You know what I
I
mean?
know it's a doctor. I don't. I always say it starts from here. It starts
Yeah.
from here. Honestly, everything. But I'm worried about like the job later. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't be worried about the job.
Maybe I'll become like you, like a pediatric dentist. That'd be cute. But I want to
It
be
would
a
be cute.
cosmetologist too. That's my goal.
You can become one. And
I
here's
know.
the thing. A lot of general doctors these days, they buy lasers and they buy Botox things, and you can actually just go and take classes for Botox and
That's what my doctor did.
do Botoxes. They do
That's what
Botox,
my
all
that.
different types of like petite surgeries, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They do them all. These
That's what my dentist. They take course. He's been taking courses like even in Europe and like making his office bigger and better.
Yeah. And all you have to do is because you are a licensed provider, you can actually do a lot of these like dental stuff. Like you can do Botox, you can do fillers, you can do lasers, you can do chemical peels, you can do them all as a dentist.
Hopefully.
No, for a fact.
I'm
My
so
friends are already
stressed
doing
now.
it right now. My friends are already taking classes for them.
Can we open an office together? I can do
Why
part of the
not?
stuff. We can do a family like dentistry. You take care of the kids, I take care of the parents.
Yeah, no, for
My
real.
God. Oh, wait. Sorry. Oh my, I have to show you this. Look at this. Oh, you can't see it. Can you see this? This is him. Can you see it?
Hearts? Are they hearts?
He goes like, babe, and I'm like, yes, Khayi. And Khayi means my life in
Mm.
Assyrian. And then he goes like, I love you, and kissing emojis. And I'm like, oh, he doesn't do that
Aw,
always. He doesn't. It's so like, oh, when he
so
does it.
macho.
What? Ah,
So cute. All right, annelids. Annelids, these are for now they're becoming segmented organisms like centipedes, earthworms, millipedes, that type of stuff. Okay, and
hmm.
they also have blood vessels. And the blood vessel, now we say that the circulatory system is closed. Because remember, heart is nothing but a pump. And so blood gets pumped from the heart and it goes through the blood vessels and through the capillaries.
Oh, that's a heart.
Yeah, it's my heart. I love you too. It's my heart. So what happens is there's going to be exchange, but do you see how the body cells and the red blood cells do not ever come in contact?
What don't come in contact?
Red blood cells and body cells do not come in contact.
And body.
Directly. Okay. Arthropods, for the first time, we have jointed appendages. These are going to be insects, crustaceans, and arachnids. And they have jointed appendages. So do you see the legs?
Yeah.
We call these jointed appendages.
Is this a bee?
We call this the head, the abdomen, and the thorax. In the thorax, we have reproductive organs.
Jointed.
Their kidney system, just know their name. It's called Malpighian tubules.
Damn, there's a lot of things to memorize.
I know. And their respiratory system is called tracheal system. So I'll show you what the tracheal system is supposed to look like. I know it looks really fat. So insects, they don't have noses.
Okay.
They have airways on the side of their body. Okay.
Are these cells?
These are cells.
Okay.
Making fun of my body cells?
No, I'm not making fun. I'm just asking. I'm just making sure.
Okay. So oxygen goes through these thingies and it diffuses into that. Do you see?
Okay, yeah.
And then CO2 would come out through these holes too. Okay. Now, these thingies are called air sacs. So this whole system is called the tracheal system.
Okay.
That breathing system.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, their circulatory system. Circulatory system is open. Okay. This is my heart, Mariam. These are my blood.
Okay.
You're like, what heart? Blood gets pumped through the blood vessels. And do you see? These are red blood cells.
Okay.
In contact. So red blood cells have direct contact
with the body cells.
All right, one more and I'll let you go. Number 4, echinoderms. Examples of echinoderms are going to be sea stars. sea cucumbers, sea daisies. Okay. They kind of look like this. And if you touch them, they're very rough, right? The reason why it's rough, it's because they are, for the first time, creating internal skeleton. And they have tubed feet. Okay. And they have radial symmetry. Now, remember, they are deuterostomes. This must be memorized. Okay, this is an exception to the rules.
Okay.
They love exception to the rules questions.
I know, of course.
That's it.
Okay.
I think next class we can do next class we'll do ecology.
Okay.
And then we can start physiology.
And then?
And then we do chemistry.
So physiology and ecology, how long do you think they're gonna take? 2 days?
Ecology maybe like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Physiology, we have a couple systems. Like we'll start with like the GI tract, and then we have respiratory, cardiac, endocrine, immunology, muscle,
Damn.
and the nervous system. So
Oh, damn.
hopefully we'll be done in about like no more than 3 sessions.
Okay. Hopefully.
But we'll work on it really, really fast.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, love. See you Thursday?
See you Thursday. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh, good luck on your test.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.